Hey everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA. I'm always excited because I love what I do for work. I'm a professional landscape contractor with a landscape construction business in the South Bay, right on the outskirts of Los Angeles. And I'm really privileged and blessed to be able to do these sustainable projects. Now today what we're working on is a sustainable project. We have our sign here that says landscape renovation in progress because people don't like just seeing dirt outside. This formerly was a lawn, just an old cruddy lawn with a few old plants in it. And the homeowners decided to do something proactive, and they decided to do something that was going to look really amazing. They came to realize that the grass, for example, it sucks in so much carbon and it releases so much oxygen. They wanted to do their part for the environment. So guess what we're going to put? We're going to put in the front yard, half of it anyway, we're going to put a red fescue grass by Southland Sod. So it's a red fescue. It's a tall, drought-tolerant lawn that they're not going to have to cut. And what used to be in the backyard was a big concrete patio. Well, what's happened here is the patio got busted up. Look at how beautiful this is. It's going to get filled with decomposed granite, and it's going to look absolutely gorgeous once it's done. This is kind of like the initial stage of it. And I should mention too that what's going to water this grass, homeowners not going to water it by hand. They're not going to have regular sprinklers that just pop up and spray out like you typically see. What they're going to have is Rainbird copper shield technology, drip irrigation. This drip tubing, this is called drip irrigation. Every 12 inches, it actually it has a point of release. We can see a little hole right here. So we actually dug it into the ground, and here's a little hole. Every 12 inches, these little black marks, water comes out at the rate of about a little over half a gallon an hour. And it's a fabulous project. If you're thinking about grass, and I highly recommend if you have kids or dogs that you do install some grass, not all of your landscape, but some of it. Do drought tolerant plants, do the drought tolerant native grass, and also do the subsurface drip. If you decide to do that, I want you to use the particular valves, Rainbird valves. And here's the thing, these are called Rainbird drip irrigation valves. This has a filter on it that filters out, the water runs through here before it goes out the line. So that's what it looks like. Actually, Reddy is doing its job. Wow, a lot of debris in that line. So I'm cleaning it out there. Okay, and then we screw it back on. Okay, and then in the back here, you'll notice that there is a difference. Those two valves, see the top of the valve on the right, it says LFV. That stands for low flow valve. It's only made by Rainbird. They're the only ones that make it, and they have a patent on it. And the valve on the left is just a normal regular valve. Well, what's the difference between the two valves? Well, the difference is that the one on the left with the sticker, that's specifically made for really small areas. Like, we're not going to run a lot of drip through here for the plants because they're drought tolerant natives. They don't need a whole lot of water, so we're not going to do a lot. If you use a regular valve and you don't put a lot of drip irrigation, there's a chance that if you just stick a regular drip irrigation valve, there's a good chance that the valve will turn on, but it may not shut off. And if it doesn't shut off a day, 2 days, 3 days, that's a huge amount of wasted water. And we, as Southern California, we just can't afford to waste not even one drop. So the valve on the left didn't have that sticker, and that's for larger areas. And so if you have larger areas, there's a pull. I won't get in real technical, but just to tell you that it's a good thing to use a regular valve if you have a lot of large area. For more information, you can contact us, or if you don't want to be the expert on it, you can contact us, have us do the installation. If you're going to do it yourself, I'd recommend the Rainbird specification charts that you can go by. One quick question too: if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're thinking of doing this, be prepared for little obstacles that might come up. For example, this right here, this copper pipe, That is the copper pipe that comes from the street, and it brings water into the whole house. Well, can you imagine? So it comes right here, and it's by code, it's supposed to be 18 inches down, a foot and a half down underneath the ground. Well, that looks to me like it's about a ½ inch underneath the ground. So at some point, a plumber came in here, wanted to install. He was just too movement challenged, we'll say, and so he decided, well, gee, I'm not going to dig a hole from 10 feet down, 18 inches. I'm just going to run it on the ground. And so this is a danger point at some point if somebody's going to dig. So I can see why. We almost ran into that this morning. So be very careful. If you're going to hire a professional, check out our website. We're more than happy to talk to you. This is Mike from Enviroscape LA. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.